Feather color in a certain species of chicken is determined by codominance. So remember, codominance, that means both traits that we're looking at in this problem will be dominant. There's not going to be any recessive trait, so no small letters. The possible genotypes and phenotypes of feather color for these chickens are shown in the image below. So if we look at this picture, in order to get a black chicken, the genotype, the letters, would be 2 big B's. To get a speckled chicken, that would be 1 big B and 1 big W. And then to get a white chicken, it would be 2 dominant or 2 big W's. Which table shows the expected phenotypes? So remember, phenotype is the way that it looks. So we want to know how many black, speckled, or white chickens. How many of those would there be in the offspring resulting from a cross between a white chicken and a speckled chicken? So it's telling us in the problem right here what our 2 parents are. So we have a white chicken and we have a speckled chicken. And we're wanting to know what their offspring would be. So we need to do just our normal Punnett square. So the first parent it told us was a white chicken. And if we look at our chart that it gave us, to get a white chicken, the genotype, the letters, are 2 dominant W's, so 2 big W's. So we write that first. And then when we look at our second parent, it told us that was a speckled chicken. So we look again at the information it gave us. To get a speckled chicken is going to be 1 dominant B and 1 dominant W. And now we can just fill in our Punnett square like normal. Remember, this is codominant, so all of the letters are dominant, so we don't have to worry about any recessive letters. So this first one, we would just have our big B and big W. Our next square would be the same thing. There's the B and there's the W. Next square, we would have 2 dominant W's. And then last square, same thing, 2 dominant W's. So it's asking for the phenotypes. Okay, so when we look at the phenotypes, we can see, let me switch colors really quick, that these 2 are the same, a B and a W, and when we look at the chart, that's going to be speckled. So when we count, we have 1, 2 out of 4 of our boxes would be speckled, 2 out of 4. And when we look at what's left, the W's, all W's, we also have 2 out of 4 of those, which would be white. Okay, so once we see that, our black would be 0 out of 4. There were no big B, big B's in our Punnett square. Okay, so using all of this information, use a calculator if you need to, you can look at these fractions and figure out which answer choice is best.